I'm building a huge hardtop on my Bavaria 55 cruiser, doing everything myself out here, hanging on a mooring. My cockpit is my workshop, and the limitations in tools and space force me to be creative, finding solutions and even fighting the weather. This is not a how-to, it's how I do it. And in this episode I will share how I make some complex shapes and forms that's part of the water collecting solution.
Feeling free to sail my life from rise to the setting sun. Free, that's what I wanna
Very productive weeks with amazing weather. This kind of weather has been more the rule than exceptions the last 10 days. On the good side, this weather at least helped me not feeling bad about wasting time being sick. Unfortunately, I have had a week with zero energy, lots of general body pain and fever. So this time not only the weather, but my health has slowed me down. So my day is basically destroyed anyway, so I might as well do some shopping. And petrol is something I'm gonna need more of, because my tiny petrol generator is consuming quite a lot when I run the angle grinder. So, but also nice to have some food, and maybe have a little stock now, as it's also coming more rainy weather, so I might not even bother to go ashore. For someone sailing and living alone, the time ashore is, at least for me, an important part of my life, as interaction with other people is always a good thing. And I truly appreciate the friendship with the family running this little business here. And after being sick and not here for a week, this is my first stop for late breakfast after the rain, coffee and some quality time. After my friends here had not seen me in 2 days, they were checking in on me to make sure I was okay. I just wanted to share this love with you guys, because we live in a time where everyone are so busy and not everyone are so blessed to have beautiful people like this in their life. Make me feel so blessed and lucky, and they were even asking if they could help me with anything when I was sick. So first stop is the petrol station. Get a little bit petrol for this motorbike and for my outboard and for the generator. Everything is based on having a motorbike here, and all my shopping is done with my bike, even transporting polyester and fiberglass. And petrol or diesel needs to be carried like this, as there is no marina here. So it's fair to say this lifestyle here is a bit labor intensive in most aspects. Details are easy to forget. Absolutely everything needs to be carried and transported out to be free. Not only basic needs like drinking water and food, but also all the materials I need for my project. Beautiful weather again. It was really heavy raining this morning, and the night was really intense. Hopefully this weather will last during the day, so I can get more done. And if it comes more rain, at least only at the night. But now it looks pretty good. Still have a few things I need to produce in fiberglass before I'm ready to work on the finish and painting. Not to forget mounting all the windows. Big part of this project is also to source all the things I need, and it's a good feeling knowing I now have all the hardware, bolts and nuts needed for my windows as well. With energy back and even stocked up with lots of nice food to spoil myself a bit, the only thing that can slow me down now is the weather. One of the things I'm striving after when doing this project is trying to keep the weight as low as possible. Some of the bits and pieces I need is complex shapes and forms, and to keep the weight down, the best thing is to make a mold and then fiberglass in the mold and take it from there. But of course, for one-off pieces, you don't want to invest too much time in making a mold, and there's many ways to do it. And for the complex curves that's in the front, under the roof, that's going to be the rain gutter, I have had a challenge because it's, first of all, you have to think reversed and also think like how the mold should be made. And also it's curved this way, and it's also a bit complex shapes. I'm gonna explain more. This is only some leftovers I'm using for making this mold, and honeycomb is fast and efficient as I can just cut it with a knife and glue it with a glue gun. The piece I'm making here is the curved corner of the rain collector, or rain gutter if you like. It is the last bits and pieces I'm making before fiberglassing everything together to one piece inside and out. To illustrate the complexity of these profiles, as it's even curved, I made this simple illustration for you of the cross section. These profiles are bonding roof overhang with the outside walls of the Dodger and making the ceiling or inner liner under the outside of the hardtop. This is also where the ambient neon LED strip will be hiding, all around the hardtop. And on the outside it will make a very straight and nice end to the roof, double as hand grip but also as a water collector. So this curved profile is what I'm making in a very fast and efficient way, by making a one-time mold, no filler, no sanding needed. I only cover everything with masking tape before fiberglassing, as this will make the end result surface good enough at this stage. The masking tape makes it easy to just peel off, and the finished pieces are easy to separate from this primitive mold. First attempt with aluminium foil was not a success. That's why I went with tape instead. But I can still use the first made, just need more sanding. And before producing the several meter long ones, I also check if the LED strip would fit perfect. Having success with the most complicated part, it was clear this method could be used for the larger and less complicated parts as well. For the forward and the sides, I made the mold in plywood, as this is long pieces that needs to be straight and also reused several times. Besides that, the same procedure, only using masking tape, avoiding the fiberglass product sticking to the mold. Obviously, this method makes things a bit rough, but at this stage, this doesn't matter. It has to be fiberglass to the roof and the walls anyway, and with some sanding, it will be perfect at the end. And since one of my challenges is the limited space I have in this workshop, that's my cockpit, I have to mass produce these panels, or profiles if you like, and then bond them in the full length. And the way I've solved this challenge, having several meters profiles that's 100% straight, I use the mold, and again, only using masking tape, where I'm bonding the pre-made profiles together. And that's how I made the 4 meter long profile for the front of the hardtop. And even the long profiles for the sides. Right now this looks terrible, but when it's trimmed off it will look perfect, and also leave a sharp and perfect edge finishing the hardtop's overhang. So this was the first attempt to make this profile, and where I used the aluminium foil. I think maybe it's plastic in the aluminium foil that react with the temperature when it's curing, and made it actually create air bubbles or something. You can see here it's like well, not a good result. So this I was not happy with, so I call this failed. So that's why I redid it with masking tape instead, and thankfully that was a great success. One of the reasons why I make these end pieces in fiberglass is because the honeycomb, the honeycomb is like this. When you have fiberglass on the sides, it gets really strong. Very lightweight and super strong. But the edges, I don't know if you can see it, like The holes or the open cells, it's really difficult to make a super straight, super smooth and strong surface. You can fill it with thickened epoxy or thickened polyester, that's what I'm working with, but still it will be so much sanding and also not as sharp edges as I like to have. So that's why I make the profiles and most endings of things with fiberglass, because I can sand it, I can make it super sharp and straight. I've tested several different brands of aluminium foil here, and they all give me the same result. So for the big flat surface, this is definitely not the way to go. And I would have to get my hands on some bathroom wall plates that I can wax up and fiberglass the big sheets I need for my ceiling in not long time. Hopefully I will be blessed with nice weather, and I really don't need that many sunny days to be done with the fiberglassing and all the last bits and pieces. It's been taking a lot of time, and I also did some modifications and changed my opinions on a few things, and yeah, things adds up. Anyway, I'm starting to get there, and yeah, I think it's not much more to say than thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, I will be very happy to see you subscribe. And to all my patrons and my followers that's been here for a long time, thank you so much.
I just wanna be free, free to live my life.